Our first headline comes from the Chicago Tribune, and it says, Rajon Rondo suspended 1 game after exchange with assistant coach. Is this news?
No.
Definitely not news. This happens every year.
It happens every year. Friday, right here, before that happened, we were discussing the Chicago Bulls in the first quarter of the season, and that, maybe they sort of overachieved that first quarter of the season for many reasons. One being Rajon Rondo hasn't blown up at a coach, hasn't blown up at anybody on Friday. So if us dummy heads could predict that it was going to happen at some point, then the Chicago Bulls must have known that when they signed Rajon Rondo, that this could happen at any point. I don't think it's a huge deal. To me, it's not news. News is newly received or noteworthy information. That's the definition. That doesn't fit the definition for me.
They hedged a little when they signed him because they signed him to a 2-year deal, but that second year is only partially guaranteed, and this is a large reason why. Rondo has a history of behavioural problems, whether it's with teammates, whether it's with coaches, whether it's with referees. And this comes after his easily best performance of the season against the Cavs on Friday night.
The highs and lows of Rajon Rondo.
Gets a triple-double in a great win over the Cavs.
I know.
And the next night they lose to the Dallas Mavericks, and he blows up at a coach. He needs to be better than that. He's not a good enough player to be able to behave like that. Can't shoot still. Very lazy defender.
No one should behave like that.
No one should behave like that. But sometimes it can be allowed for some franchise-type players if they're sort of carrying their team. He's not doing that. He needs to be much better.
Rondo has been suspended by either the league or his team 7 times now since 2012. That's why it's not news. And that's exactly why on Friday's Drop podcast, you sort of alluding to it because we talked about it here on the show on Friday as well. It's just a matter of time before this happens. I mean, the Bulls, in a weird way, might be happy that he's not going to be playing against the Blazers because they've looked pretty good when he's not out there on the floor. But yeah, not news because it's just inevitable with Rondo.
He showed remorse straight away.
Yeah, and I agree. That's what Taz is saying. I don't think it's a really big deal. He's apologized. His teammates do seem to are in his corner. They seem to like him. So yeah, they just go from here, and you just sort of wait until the next outburst in a way. Because I think with Rondo I believe he thinks he's always the smartest guy in the room, and maybe he is. So if there's any sort of disagreement with an assistant coach, with a teammate, with an official, he's going to let his opinion be known, and that's when he can get into trouble a little bit.
It happened in Dallas. Maybe it's just the Dallas curse. I mean, he basically got booted off the team 2 years ago in the playoffs.